Hello and welcome to Megawatt, where each week we give you the lowdown on the latest piece of kit from the world of technology and gadgets. This week it's all about becoming a rocked legend. We get a first look at Gibson's Robot Guitar, plus we get hands-on with the Guitar Hero 3 from Activision. Sounds awful, doesn't it? But that's because it's not tuned. But this is no ordinary guitar. This is the Gibson Robot Guitar. And the reason it's called a robot guitar is because it will automatically tune the guitar for me at the press of a button, which is pretty cool. So what do you get? Well, you get the Les Paul design. You get this beautiful blue starburst feel. You get an extra dial here, which is the robot tuning dial. And you obviously get the tuning pegs at the top, but the brains of the guitar is around the back, and Gibson have decided to show this off, and that means that you can automatically tune it to anything you want at the press of a button and a couple of strums with your plectrum. All I have to do is pull this button out. It all flashes excitingly. I twist it round, I can choose whichever setting I want. We're going to go for this one here, which is the Jimi Hendrix option. I then press the button and it glows. Now, it's muted so I can do this on stage, so nobody hears how poorly my tuning is. And then all I have to do is just strum it, and as you can see, the lights go flashing. So as soon as the lights start flashing and I start strumming, everything starts moving, tuning the guitar straight away. It's like magic. Right, now once it's done, it will flash blue, and then all I have to do is press it down, the amp kicks back in, and I'm in perfect tune, which is pretty cool. Now if it all goes wrong, you can manually change these tuning pegs yourself, although why you'd want to when you've got a robot to do it is cool. And it works by sending electronic vibrations down here, down the wires, and working out the tightness and the right tuning, and goes from there. And then you can just play your tune. You want one, we know you want one obviously, but you're going to have to be quick. There are limited supply. The distributor in the UK is already sold out to the guitar shop, so you've got to nip down your guitar shop quick, and it's going to cost you £1,400. I'm just going to have a quick play though. Yes, well, and that's the Gibson Robot Guitar. We hate gold-plated gadgets. Okay. We admit, we love gadgets. You probably love gadgets too. That's why we're here. But do they really need to be gold-plated? Flash, 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 bling, bling, bling. Do they really need to have crystals in them? Does that actually make any difference to how they perform? I mean, what? It's just a bit too much, isn't it? And you know what? It's footballer's wise pointless. And that's how bad it is. And that's why we hate gold-encrusted, plated, whatever you want to call it, gadgets. If you've ever had the dream of becoming Slash, maybe Jimi Hendrix, maybe Eric Clapton, then this is going to be the game for you this Christmas. It's Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. And basically, it's a wireless guitar made by Gibson, look at that, branding as well, and a game on the Xbox 360 that allows you to, well, fret, strum, air guitar almost your way into the rock annals of history. Now, so the game's loading, it's pretty easy. As I say, all you have to do is hit the frets here, strum the guitar there at the time. You've got this fretboard, and as the notes come down, I've got to hit it at the same time by holding the right one. Oh, there we go. Now I find it really hard because I don't have that much rhythm, and therefore I've found in practice it helps if I tap my foot. Now if you miss a note, it sounds awful, And then you have what they call a rock meter, which is basically a bit like all the dance stage mix games. If you miss too many notes in one go, then you suck and you lose the game. So you've got to be consistently good to score maximum points, and then get in there. In addition to that, if you score enough points in a row, like a combo basically, you can do what they call going on fire, which, lifting up the guitar, gives you extra sort of points. But the trouble is the colour barcodes change colour, so you then have to remember what button to press. It's hardcore hands-eye coordination at the max. See, there we go, I'm on fire. And I hold it, everything lights up. I don't think they'll hold it that long. Now, the harder that it gets, so if we were to choose expert level, for example, then I'm only having to deal with 3 frets up the top. You get 5, which really involves you having to spin around. Probably one only really for professionals. I'm about to suck big time. There we go. I rock. So, what do we think? Well, it's pretty cool. You know, it's great fun, controller. You know, the game's very addictive. You really sort of get into it. The only thing we would say is it's quite insular in that it's not really a Wii sort of play console game, in that, you know, we had to really concentrate and therefore not really keen about talking to anybody when we're sort of doing the strumming. You can get 2 of these guitars for a guitar rift-off, so to speak, where you can play against other people, and it's very like a double Tetris sort of movement there, where you know, depending on how well you do, sends a trouble over his way and stuff. But overall, for £60, you're really only paying a tiny bit extra for the console, for the controller itself. It's pretty cool. It might not be the greatest video game in the world, but it is just a tribute. We love Bluetooth on your mobile phone. Why do we love it? Well, because it's just such a brilliant idea. I want to share files with my computer, I want to print images out, I want to listen to headphones, and I don't want wires. Who wants a wire? Nobody. It's just simple. You press, bit of passcode, bit of data transfer, bing, picture on my computer, music in my headphones. It's just lovely, and that's why we love Bluetooth on your mobile phone. Well, now that we've gained rock legend status, we're off to trash a hotel room somewhere. Well, that's it for this week. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Why don't you tune in next time for more news, reviews, tips, tricks, opinions, and much more. And if you're listening to the podcast via iTunes or one of the other sites that we're on, why don't you visit megawatt.tv to get more of all the above. That's it for this week. Stay tuned.